Woo! What's going on, guys? Orms Forum coming at you guys today. This is it, guys. This is it. We come down to week 17. Week 17, end of the year. What a terrible year for the Detroit Lions. Bad all around. Everything going on bad. Firings, injuries, losing, unknowns, question marks. We don't know what's going on, guys. But this is the preview for Orms Forum, and I'm going to get down right to it. The 6-9 Minnesota Vikings are coming into Detroit, Ford Field, and playing the Detroit Lions. We're at 5-10. Vikings are third place in the NFC North. Lions are fourth. Two teams that are coming in playing for nothing really, draft status. You might see some players that you don't really see throughout the year on both ends of the ball. Minnesota and Detroit, offense, defense, all that jazz. You're going to see a lot of different players. Probably you should. But we'll start off with the injury report like I do, guys. You guys know how I like to do my previews. I'll start off with the away team like I always do, the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings have a long list of injuries coming on, guys. First one is notable. Dalvin Cook, not injury related. His father passed. Rest in peace, James Cook. 46 years old, died unexpectedly, and Dalvin won't be playing football today. He had to fly home to Miami to be with his family. So that sucks for him. That sucks for him. That's way too young to die. Don't really know the cause of it, but rest in peace, James Cook, 46 years old. But Dalvin Cook will be out for this game. Rookie corner, Cameron Dantzler, has a hamstring. He'll be out as well. Defensive end, Jalen Holmes has a groin. He's out as well. Cornerback, Chris Jones, spent a little time with the Lions this year. Has a groin issue as well. He is out. Linebacker Eric Kendricks has a calf issue. He's out. He's been out for about 4 or 5 weeks. Really good linebacker for the Minnesota Vikings. Playmaking guy, really good in coverage. Intercepts the ball, racks up a ton of tackles. Just a good all-around linebacker. He's out with a calf. Defensive end Ifeadi Odenigbo has a chest issue. He's out. I think kicker Dan Bailey has a back issue. He's questionable going in. He was at limited practice on Friday, so probably like a game time decision. Now they got guys like linebacker Todd Davis, ribs, linebacker Troy Dyer, rookie, concussion, hamstring, fullback CJ Ham, quad, running back Alexander Madison with a concussion, pretty good running back there. Defensive tackle Armin Watts with an ankle. All banged up this week, but Friday they were a full go, so they should be going today on Sunday. They also put on their tight end Kyle Rudolph on IR. And left tackle Riley Reef on the COVID-19 list. So if he can't go, it'll be probably Rashad Hill going at left tackle if Riley Reef can't go, or they can go with Ezra Cleveland, the rookie that they drafted. But he's been playing a lot of right guard, or left guard, right guard. I forget where he's been playing, but he's been playing a lot of guard this year. So they probably will go with Rashad Hill. Now on to the Lions, guys. We got offensive tackle Tyrell Crosby has an ankle issue. He's out. Offensive guard Joe Dahl has a back issue, out. Wide receiver Kenny Golladay still with that hip, out. Might not ever see him in a Lions uniform again. We don't know what's going on with that. And then linebacker Jamie Collins has a neck issue, questionable, limited practice. Center Frank Regna has a throat fracture, questionable, limited practice, tough. Then you got quarterback Matthew Stafford, who has a ribs, thumb, ankle injury, all kinds of injuries, questionable, limited practice. It looks like he's going today. I don't really know why, but it looks like he's going. We'll touch on that a little bit later. Then the wide receiver, Danny Amendola, not injury related, but he was a full go on Friday, probably getting some rest for the little guy. So there's your injury report. We did have some news. Safety Jaron Kearse was released during the week for violating team rules, picked up by the Baltimore Ravens. I guess he missed a team meeting, came in for late bed check, whatever he was doing, but he got released. He got cut. And then the Baltimore Ravens picked him up. If you don't know who Jaron Kearse is, you guys, he's our pretty young safety, 26, 27 years old, whatever he is. Played for Minnesota. No superstar or anything like that, but it's an odd time to be cutting guys and dropping guys from your roster. But this team's going nowhere, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But the Ravens did pick him up off waivers. Now onto the team rankings, guys. Start with the Vikings first. Their offense. Their offense, yards per game, 385.6 yards. So that puts them at sixth. They rush for 143.9 yards. That puts them at sixth as well in the NFL. They will have no Dalvin Cook today. Their passing games, 241.7 yards per. That puts them at 18th. Points per game, they score about 26.2 points per game. That puts them at 13th. So not an overall bad offense. Not a bad offense. That's not really their problem. They're almost kind of in the same boat as the Detroit Lions. They play decent offense, but they just don't. They don't play any defense. Their defense is actually really bad. They give up yards per game, 391.7. It puts them at 27th. They give up on the ground 134.8, puts them at 28th. They give through the air, they give up 256.9 yards, and that puts them at 24th. And then points per game, they give up 29.3. That puts them at 28th. So they're bad defensively. You can score on them, you can run on them, you can pass on them, you can do a lot of things with them. But they do create some turnovers. They're like 20th in the league in creating turnovers. So not good by any stretch, but not as bad as us. So they do create a little bit of turnovers, but they're not a good all-around defense. You can do a lot of things against this defense. Now on to the Lions offense, guys. Yards per game, total yards, 345.7, puts us at 21st. We can't rush the ball, 91.3 on average, puts us at 30th. Our passing with 254.4, puts us at 11th. It's kind of gone down a little bit since Stafford's missed about 4 or 5 quarters in a row. Pretty much a full game he's missed. Missed a little bit of time against Tennessee, and then missed pretty much the whole game against against Tampa Bay. We were like 6th or 7th going into that game against Tampa Bay. We've dropped to 11th since Matthew Stafford's been out, so that's not good. And we only score about 22.8 yards per game. That puts us at 24th. So we struggle. We struggle kind of everywhere. Offensive, defensively, we just don't score enough points. We just don't score enough points, and we don't run the football well at all. Now our defense, guys, this is where it gets a little bit sick. We give up 413.9 yards total a game, puts us at 31st. We give up on the ground 135.5, puts us at 29th. Through the air, 278.3 yards, puts us at 30th. And then points, we give up 32.1 on average. It puts us at 32nd, bottom of the barrel, worse in the NFL. Everything's a worst for this defense. One of the worst in creating turnovers. We're second worst in the league, 31st. I think we're tied with Denver. I want to say Denver. I know the Jets are up there too as well. But we are really bad defensively. We don't stop the run. We don't stop the pass. We don't stop people from scoring. We don't create turnovers. We don't do any of that stuff. It's a total gong show. Total gong show, guys. Just a bad all-around defense. So it should be a high-scoring game. But on to the quarterbacks, guys. You guys know how I like to do it. I like to talk about the quarterbacks and kind of like the game as I'm talking about some numbers and just overall play and individual players. Now let's go to the quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins, he's having a pretty good year. 67%, 32 touchdowns, 13 picks. Now I'm going to say guys like Sean Mannion and Nate Stanley, those are their backups. You might see these guys come in. I don't usually talk about the backup quarterbacks, but you might see these guys come in knowing that's the last game of the year. Some coaches might want to see some little bit of evaluation of their players. I know it's a small window, seeing like a player like in a quarter or two like that at the end of the year, but you could see guys like Sean Mannion or Nate Stanley. I don't even know if Nate Stanley's even on their roster. I know they drafted him in like the 6th or 7th round, I believe, of this last draft that just finished up. I know he was in and out of the practice squad, up and down. I think he even got released at one point, but he might be on the team still. I don't even know, but you might see Sean Mannion. All depends what's going on. Then you got Matthew Stafford on our side, guys. 63%, only 23 touchdowns, nine interceptions. He's not having a great year. Then you got guys like Chase Daniel, David Blau. Hopefully we get to see more of David Blau today. I know we've seen him last year, but it'd be nice just to see the kid, just to see what you got in him, right? So, but if I'm going to take any quarterback here, I'm going to take Stafford over Cousins. I think he's the better quarterback when healthy. But they're really almost a carbon copy of each other. If you really look at it, they're very, very similar, very, very alike. So, but if you had a gun to my head, man, I'd take Matthew Stafford over Kirk Cousins. A little bit of bias there, but now on to the running backs, guys. And I don't even know why Stafford's even playing today, but we'll probably touch on that a bit too. Now on to the running backs. They got Alexander Madison, C.J. Ham, Amir Abdullah, X-Line, and Mike Boone. Now they got Cook out because of his dad passing. Rest in peace again. But they still have a pretty good unit over there in Minnesota. It's Alexander Madison. I've talked about him before. I think he could be a starter in the NFL for a couple teams. He's not going to wow you or anything like that, but he's a pretty good running back. He's decent. Now on our guys, we got Deandre Swift, Adrian Peterson, Kerryon Johnson, and Jason Kambinda. You guys know how our guys roll. I think Swift is probably the most talented out of the whole bunch here. But if I was going to go with a unit right here, I'd take the Minnesota Vikings. They got the stronger unit, I think, even with Cook out. If Cook was in there, it'd be a no-brainer for Minnesota. But I'm going to give the slight edge to the Minnesota Vikings and their unit. They have a pretty good foursome there with Cook out, so it's not bad. I love DeAndre Swift. I love the Adrian Peterson pickup. Kerryon Johnson, I think I've kind of fell out of favor with him. He's been literally demoted to a blocking back and catches a couple balls through the air, like one or two a game, but he's been a bust for a second-round pick, and which is kind of sad because I really liked him coming out of Auburn. But I'm giving the edge to the Minnesota Vikings. Now, onto the wide receivers, guys. They got Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, two great 1 and 2s right there. Just solid all around 1 and 2s. They got Chad Beebe, BC Johnson, and then you round it off with guys like Dan Chesina, KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne being more of a special team guy, punt returner, kick returner. He has some speed to burn. Versus our guys, Marvin Jones Jr., Danny Amendola, Quintez Cephas, the rookie out of Wisconsin, Mohamed Sanu Sr., and then Jamal Agnew, who's been kind of an experiment going into this season. I really like their side, especially with Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. They get the job done. They're two really good 1 and 2s for years to come. They should be. Now we got guys on our side. I don't know what's going on with Marvin Jones. I don't know what's going on with Danny Amendola. I can see those two guys being gone. They're not on the roster next year. I want to see a lot of Quintez Cephas. Might have to re-sign Mohamed Sanu next year. Jamal Agnew, he's a free agent as well. So I don't even know what's going on. You guys know we got Kenny Golladay out, which sucks, which is not good at all. And that hurts. It's hurting us every week. And it's just not a good look. And I don't know what's going on with him either. So I'm going to give the edge to the Minnesota Vikings. And they're Justin Jefferson, man, the rookie at LSU is an absolute boss. He's a beast. I think he has a chance to break Randy Moss's record this week with 100-something. He needs a few yards out. He needs a few yards to beat his. I think it's Randy Moss that he's looking to beat. He's not better than Randy Moss. I'm not getting at that, but he has a chance to surpass him in something, and I think it's yards. Now, anyways, guys, I'm giving the slight edge to the Minnesota Vikings and the wide receivers right there again as well. Now, on to the tight ends, guys. They got Herb Smith Jr. over there in Minnesota. Young guy tight end who's kind of turned it on as of late. And then another young guy, Tyler Conklin. They ended up putting Kyle Rudolph on IR because of a foot problem. And so they got two good guys over there. They got Then we got T.J. Hawkinson, the Pro Bowler, who's really stepped up this year. A lot of people call this kid a bust. He's not a bust. He's a monster. He should be a top 5 tight end for years to come. And we got Jesse James, who has been a little bit of a bust of a free agent signing for Detroit, but he's a good blocker. He'll catch like one or two long balls a game. Red zone guy, but nothing special. Then I got Hunter Bryant, the kid I really liked coming out of Washington last year, undrafted free agent. Can't believe he didn't get drafted. I'd like to see a lot of him today. It'd be nice. So I'm going to give the edge of the Detroit Lions and that T.J. Hawkinson and his group of tight ends. I think we got some ballers over there, and I really like what's going on over there with our tight end unit. Now on to the O-line, guys. They got left tackle Rashad Hill. I think Riley Reif, the original left tackle, is out, former Lion. He's not playing today. He's on the COVID-19 list, so I could see Rashad Hill going. Or it could be Ezra Cleveland, but I doubt it. Ezra Cleveland will probably be playing guard. They got left guard Dakota Dozier, center Garrett Bradbury, who's a really good center, And then right guard, Ezra Cleveland, the rookie, like I said. And then right tackle, Brian O'Neill. Versus our guys, left tackle, Taylor Decker. Left guard, Jonah Jackson, rookie out of Ohio State, Rutgers. Has played really well this year, up and down, but he's played really good overall. Top 5 center in the league, Frank Ragnow. I think he's going, or to be Joe Dahl, but I think Ragnow's going. Then we got, this is what I don't like, our right side is abysmal. Our right side's terrible. We got Ode Abushi, probably going at right guard today. I'd like to see a little bit of Logan Stenberg, but we're probably not going to see him. I wonder if he's even dressed. It's been disappointing. I know he's a 4th round pick. He's still got to develop, but I wish we would have saw a little bit more of Logan Stenberg this year. Then on to the right tackle, Big V, Halaputi Vatai. You might be seeing guys like Dan Skipper in there, Matt Nelson, who's played really well at offensive tackle this year. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but I'm going to give it's hard for this one. I'm probably going to give it a tie. I'm going to give this one a tie right down the middle. I can't really decide. I really like our left side, guys. They have a really good center as well over there. Ezra Cleveland's been good at guard. He's probably their left tackle of the future, but I'm going to give it right down the middle because our right side is just really, really bad. That's our Achilles heel on our offensive line. Our right side, it's just too inconsistent. So I'm going to give it right down the middle. I'm going to give it a tie. So no check mark for either squad there, just a tie right down the middle. Now on to the defense, guy. We'll go to the D line. They got defensive tackle Jaleel Johnson, defensive tackle Shamar Stephen, defensive end the rookie DJ Wunham, defensive tackle Armin Watts, defensive tackle Hercules Matafa, defensive end Eddie Yarbrough, defensive tackle James Lynch, the rookie out of Baylor that I really liked a lot that they picked up in the 4th, 5th round, I want to say. Minnesota did that. I really liked that pick. Hasn't got a lot of playing time for Minnesota, so you could see him today. They got a lot of injuries going on too. And then defensive end Jordan Brailford. Nothing special over there. Got a couple guys that can get to the quarterback, but 2 out of their 4 guys, 2 out of their best 4 D linemen are out. They have a lot of injuries racked up. Now you guys know who we got. We got Romeo Akwar and Everson Griffin at defensive end. 2 really good football players right there. Jonathan Penasini, the rookie out of Utah, who's played really well in the run. Danny Shelton is activated. He's been on IR. He's missed a few games. He missed a couple games, 2-3 games, and he'll be playing today. Nick Williams, defensive tackle, another defensive tackle that we signed that was a bust. I thought he was going to do a little bit better than what he's done this year. He hasn't done nothing. Then Austin Bryant, the young kid out of Clemson. Kevin Strong, I'm pretty sure they released Kevin Strong because they activated Danny Shelton, but who knows. And then Frank Herron and Julian Akwara, who I don't really want to see off the field. I want to see that kid play every snap on defense this week against Minnesota. I want to see this kid play. He was really good at Notre Dame, very underrated. Had some bad injuries though, broke his leg in college, but he's a really, really talented football player, and he's Romeo's little brother, if you didn't know. But I'm going to give the edge of the Detroit Lions here. Romeo Akwar and Everson Griffin are really 2 really good football players that can get to the quarterback. I like Penasini. We don't have a strong D line, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing really that sticks out to me over there on their side. So I'm going to give the check mark to the Lions and their D line unit. Now on to the running backs. On the linebackers, sorry guys, I was talking about the Vikings. They got Eric Wilson, good linebacker from the state of Michigan. I think that kid is. He really tore us up last time we played him too. Handful of tackles, got a sack, pick. He was all over the field. Todd Davis, Troy Dye, another rookie that they got over there who flies all over the field. Hardy Nickerson, the vet. Blake Lynch, another undrafted rookie who had a bunch of tackles last week against the Saints, kind of flying all over the field. And then Ryan Connolly. You guys know they got Eric Kendricks out, so that kind of hurts them right there. They don't have anything really special over there, but they got some guys that can fly to the football. I really like Eric Wilson. He's a really good linebacker. He's a really solid linebacker. We got Jamie Collins, Reggie Ragland, Christian Jones, Gerard Davis, Jelani Tavai, Miles Killebrew, and Jalen Reeves-Maven, who 2 guys that play just mainly special teams. Nothing special going on in our group, guys. Our best linebacker is Jamie Collins. He's been up and down all year. Nothing special. If he's not on, the linebacker unit isn't on. And he's only had a handful of really good games. He hasn't really done much. So I'm going to give the check mark barely to to the Minnesota Vikings. Nothing crazy special over there as well, but they just have the better unit, I think. To me, our linebacker unit's the worst in the league. So it's bad. It's just all around bad. Now on to the DBs, guys. Safety, Anthony Harris for them. Safety, Harrison Smith. Cornerback, Jeff Gladney, the rookie. Cornerback, Harrison Hand. And then another safety, Josh Metellus, another rookie. And then they got a kid named Dylan Maven, I think, who got called up from the practice squad. They're really banged up in the secondary as well with Dantzler out. And they got a couple big, Chris Boyd. They got some guys that are out. So they'll be depleted. Now we got Tracy Walker, Deron Harmon, Armani Oruwariye, Daryl Roberts, Will Harris, Justin Coleman, Michael Forrest, CJ Moore, good special teams guy, Alex Myers, the meme guy, and then Tremaine Brock, the vet, the corner, and then Bobby Price. You might see a lot of Bobby Price with the curse release. You might see some Bobby Price, another undrafted free agent guy that we picked up that the Lions really liked. But we got a lot of injuries too as well, guys. Okuda, our first round draft pick, on the IR. Trufant on the IR. Just a whole mess. Just a whole mess back there. I'm going to give the edge slightly to the Minnesota Vikings here because I think Anthony Harris and Harrison Smith are two really good safeties that are very underrated and underappreciated. Smith has gone to the Pro Bowl a couple times, but as of lately, he hasn't really done a whole hell of a lot, but he's a really good safety. I really like him a lot. And then I like Jeff Gladney, the rookie, and I like Metellus, the rookie as well, the other safety. So I think I'm going to give the slight edge to the Minnesota Vikings and their DB unit. Now, last time we played these guys, Cook went over 200 yards plus and had like 46 yards through the air. He won't be there today. So it'll be Alexander Madison. And like I said, Madison's a pretty good running back. The way to stop the way to hopefully stop the Minnesota Vikings is you got to lock up. You have to lock up Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson. They're two beasts right there. Especially Jefferson. The kid just gets open. He's a big-bodied receiver. He's fast. He's got great hands. Thielen is a magician at route running. Just a really, really good 1-2 right there. It's a 1A and a 1B. You can't even consider either of those guys a number 2. They're both number 1s in the NFL. So if you're going to beat these guys, you got to lock them up somehow. I don't know who's going to do it. You know what I mean? Our DB unit is destroyed. Oruwariye has been getting destroyed as of late. Not totally his fault because he is not a number 1 in the NFL. He's a borderline number 2. He's a borderline number 2. He's almost a number 3, but I would consider him a number 2 in the NFL. He just needs to clean up a lot of stuff. But he needs help. He needs his partner back, Okuda, Trufant, whoever. But Trufant's done. I don't ever see him being in a Lions uniform again. But you got to stop those two, Thielen and Jefferson. How they're going to do that, I don't really know. It's tough. You got to generate a pass rush, and our pass rush isn't great. If Romeo Okwara and Griffin aren't doing anything, expect a long day. I expect Romeo to get in there a couple times. I expect Griffin to get in there a couple times. I have no faith. in their defensive tackles. I do like Penasini, don't get me wrong, but I have no faith in them stopping the run, really, even if it's Alexander Madison or CJ Ham or Mike Boone or even Amir Abdullah. I have no faith in them stopping the run. I really don't, because we don't have good linebackers as well. Right? I think Jamie Collins is going today. I think he is going today, but I don't really have too much faith in anybody else but him. He's a pretty good run stuffer. He can get in there and make some plays, but everybody else has got to go. I know it's not possible to release everybody, but they're just not good. Reggie Ragland, I'm not impressed. Christian Jones, Jared Davis, Jelani Tavai, I'm just not impressed with these guys. So I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of Killebrew and Jalen Reeves-Maybin in there, see what they can do. I know they're special teams guys, but give it a shot. You know what I mean? I think they even called up one of their practice squad linebackers too, Anthony Pittman. I want to say, I forgot to put him in on there. I think they called up Pittman, so you could see a lot of Pittman today. Who knows? But I don't trust their defense, guys, at all. I expect Thielen and Jefferson to go off. I expect Cousins to have a good day. Watch out for their tight ends. Their tight ends last time against us, Irv Smith Jr. had 2 touchdowns. Not a bunch of yards, but he scored twice, short touchdowns, and but they ran all over us. Dalvin Cook ran for 2+, but he won't be there today. I see Madison having a pretty good day. I don't think he's going to have a Cook day, but he's going to have a pretty good day, I would assume. And then offensively, we got to protect Stafford. And why is Stafford playing in the first place? I don't understand it either, guys. I don't get it at all. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm the type of guy that is a win first me guy. Win first for your team. Win first. No matter what. But this situation that we're in right now, with Stafford suffering through 3 injuries, a ribs, ankle, and what else? A thumb. He's got 3 significant injuries. They're not in the playoffs. They're not playing spoilers. You don't know what's really going on with Stafford. He is under contract for 2 more years, okay? He's under contract for 2 more years. He's more than likely going to be there. But wouldn't you want him just to be healthy, rest up? I don't think he's going anywhere unless he's leaving and that's why he's playing. He's like, I'm going out a winner. But he shouldn't be playing. Now, I don't know if this is going to change by the time I upload this video if he's not playing, because last I heard about this was that I read and my spidey senses went off. He said, the article said, determined to play tomorrow. So that set me off a little bit, saying, okay, maybe the doctors are trying to hold him back, saying, you're just not ready to go. You shouldn't be playing. So, because all week I've just been hearing he's playing. 100%, he's going in. Bevel's like, he's going in. He's tough. He's going in. Now, that was the last I heard of it before I went to bed last night. So I don't really know what's going on there. But you got to, if he plays, and then you got draft status too. You have to protect your draft status. We're 7th right now. With a win, we could drop all the way out of the top 10 to like 13th, 14th. With a loss, we can go up to 6th, possibly 5th, and possibly higher with a couple more losses in the NFL. I don't think we're going to go up past 5. I see 6 for sure if we lose. I don't really see us going past 5 at all. There's 3 or 4 teams that have to lose, and I just don't really see it. But if he's going to play, I'd like to see David Blau play, though. But if he's going to play Stafford, then you got to protect him. You got to try to protect him. And I don't trust our running game. Deandre Swift needs to have a day. He had 60-something yards last time they played, so he had an okay day. You have to get TJ Hawkinson involved. You got to get all the wide receivers involved. And it just my main concern is protect Stafford. Okay, he should be protecting himself from himself, but this O-line really needs to protect him today. You see, because I could see him going out, getting laid out, and missing more time for next year. Just getting another injury on top of his 3 other injuries. I just don't understand why he's playing. It makes no sense. So that's really it, guys. There's not really a whole hell of a lot to this, man. Protect Stafford, establish a running game. You don't have the wide receivers, I don't think, to really get the job done here. Marvin Jones, either he goes off or he doesn't. There's no really in between. I don't trust Danny Amendola. I don't trust Cephas. I don't trust Sanu. They're nice little pieces, but as of right now, no. You know what I mean? I like Cephas in the future. But if Marvin Jones doesn't have a day, then they're just going to struggle. But my main concern is protecting Matthew Stafford. That's my main concern. Now, my prediction is 33-24 Minnesota. I don't think we're going to win this game. I think they're just going to... our defense is complete hot garbage. There's not one good thing you can say about this defense. They just don't have a good defense. It's real crap. It's just bad. It's just really bad. So I expect, even with no Dalvin Cook, I expect the Vikings to drop 33 on us. And if Stafford plays the whole game, we'll get at least 24, 25 points. So 33-24 Minnesota Vikings, guys. Sorry, I do want to win first mentality, but in the situation that we're in, draft status is more important, and protecting Stafford is even more important. Are you keeping him for next year? Are you trading him? What are you doing with him? Is he coming back? He's 2 more years on his deal, so I see him probably coming back, but this is not in stone. It's not in stone because there's a lot of rumors going around. He doesn't want to be part of a rebuild, and we're rebuilding, whether you guys want to believe it or not. So 33-24 Minnesota, guys. All right. Thanks for the video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Like and comment. That's what it's all about. Subscribe, hit it on the bottom right, and hit my notification bell, get all my videos. Thanks, guys. Go Lions. Boom.